Hi everybody and welcome to AudioCodes UC Talks with me, Jay Wyatt, and once again I'm joined by our valued partner SCB Global. This is our second video blog with SCB Global and more importantly Shams, so if you've not seen the first it might be worth watching the first video blog, which I've got to say I thought was brilliant before watching this one. So welcome again Shams. How's the bulk buying going?
Thank you. Yeah, we've been just logging everything with us, trying to make the most of it before we get locked down again.
It can be far off, right? Seriously, Shams, we're going to jump straight into this. I love your answers and I love everything you've got to say, so I don't want to waste any time. So UC platforms have really risen to popularity in recent years, and so why is Microsoft Teams the way to go in your view?
Sure. So Microsoft as a technology has been a trusted partner and a valued partner around enterprise communications for many years. Previously it was Skype, and I'm sure there was things before I was probably born around that time as well. Microsoft did lots of communication. Skype and Lync were there, and then Teams has been on the horizon for the past good 18 months, I must say. And what we find is, as you know, if you ask any organization, do you use Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Office 365? The answer is yes. So we are here on that journey to build that narrative to say, how can we augment, unlock and optimize their Microsoft investments, making Microsoft, if you like, as a forefront, giving the analogy of an onion ring as a metaphor, and wrap everything around that a organization may need or an organization may need, leveraging our Opto solutions and platforms, as well as AudioCode partnership that we have, so we can deliver that solution for them naturally within that UC technology and solution.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, from our perspective, we've seen a huge uptake in Microsoft Teams over the last 6 months. I mean, if the stats are to be believed, which I think they are, it's almost become the de facto platform, hasn't it? For a lot of business, or a lot of businesses. Sorry. So, you briefly encroached on Opto for Teams, and I'm sure a lot of people are sort of thinking, well, what is Opto for Teams? What's that all about? How does that work? Explain to our viewers, because it can get a little bit confuddling. I know it's a product, so
yeah, sure. Absolutely. The challenge that we find, even as SCB, there's a lot of noise within this vertical, of everybody trying to get a piece of that UCaaS space. And especially last year when we were talking about Opto for Teams and Microsoft solution, everybody said, oh, it's a red herring, put it on the side, it's a distraction, it's light touch, this and the other. Funnily enough, now every other UCaaS vendor wants to integrate. So it naturally shows the power and the strength of Microsoft Teams. Whereas with SCB, we've been a trusted partner and a solution provider that leverages a certified architecture of Microsoft Teams in partnerships, once again, with AudioCodes to deliver that single pane of glass certified solution for our customers. And it's a native solution as opposed to an integration with a bot or a connector or a third party, plugin, whatever you want to call it, because that's what's happening. And we are not on that journey to put our customers in a bucket or a box to say, hey, you need to buy a UCaaS seat in the background and then you get Microsoft Teams. We're not doing that. We are taking the customer on their journey with our Opto for Teams solution. That is a simple OpEx model in the cloud that you can start turning on, if you like, for back office users with the PBX features from Teams. Additional features, we have those Opto platform capabilities, be it advanced IVR, call queuing, CRM integrations, up to the omni-channel AI-based agent and supervisor functionality. But we leverage more and more our Opto platform, Microsoft stack like Power BI for reporting. So we do a lot when it comes to the nativeness of Microsoft experience versus putting you in another UC environment or CCaaS environment.
So, I mean, the last time we talked, and you're going to love me for this because this is complete left field. We talked about a single vendor environment, and you kind of briefly encroached last time on the, breaking those silos. Can you explain how how Opto for Teams breaks those silos for me? Because I really need to understand that.
Absolutely. So naturally, customers tend to go for a collaboration tool. It could be many, without naming anyone. There are many collaboration tools out there, and they're constantly increasing. There are telephony solutions and platforms that are sitting there, which never were connected into the collaboration tool. And there's contact center. What SCB does is we use the same analogy that I gave of onion ring to keep Microsoft at the core and the heart of our solution. And Opto platform lays around it. So call control, solution, everything is Microsoft. You see as an end user Microsoft Teams client, everything is Microsoft. But when you need additional functionalities, we remove the complexity. So for example, if you want to, we leverage Microsoft Direct Routing, which is a certified path for Microsoft Teams. Again, in partnership with AudioCodes, we have SBCs sitting in various Microsoft Azure locations that allows customers to get the telephony experience if they wanted. They get advanced UCaaS, CCaaS experience if they wanted on top of that. Our goal is pretty much to disrupt the Gartner Magic Quadrant using Microsoft Teams as a forefront and adding those missing features, if you like, or complement the Microsoft Teams environment and break those silos as opposed to having disparate technologies for your interactions.
That's absolutely. I think I've got that myself. I'm sure our viewers will get that too. So, Opto for Teams, then, what makes your Microsoft Teams what makes your Microsoft Teams a true kind of UC platform? How does that? You probably answered some of that in the last question, but I think there's more sort of coming at and how you could deliver that.
Sure. So Microsoft Teams is natively rich in callings and meetings, and it gives an immersive experience, so customers can leverage that. We unlock the telephony, so you can call, let's say, a local pizza shop if you wanted to, using SCB, and you can then take your customers or your offices to same vendor globally. So our footprint is like 160 plus countries, including those hard to reach places, and they can use the same technology, which is Teams, wherever they are, getting the compliant and global service. So we break those operational and commercial silos as well by having a single vendor. And naturally, with the UC functionality that Teams provides, which again will fit 80% of the users, but the remaining 20 who may need compliance recording or advanced UCaaS features, maybe eFax service or IVR that may be a bit complex, core routing, CRM integration for salespeople like Salesforce and others, and omni-channel contact center solutions that you may need, or you may need to unlock your ROI because you have an existing asset sitting and you want to connect that into Teams without breaking the experience. That's where the Opto platform comes in to say, rather than rip and replace, we can help you crawl, walk, and run to become fully Teams enabled.
Okay, I like that. Crawl, walk, and run. Okay. Shams, that's been brilliant. Once again, thank you ever so much. If our viewers want to get in touch and learn more about Opto for Teams and SCB Global, what's the best way they can do that?
They're more than welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm taking any connection requests and trying to network with everyone.
Always trying to boost your profile, aren't you, Shams?
Yeah, try my best, learning from the best. And then they could even contact our team, if you like, using our sales email, which is sales@scb-global.com.
Okay, and if they want to learn more about Opto for Teams, how would they do that?
So they can go and visit our website. We have a dedicated page on our Opto platform. We recently added Opto for Edge, which is SD-WAN solution to get the quality of experience and QoS, and we're a disparate workforce for people who are working from home. We can do all of that as well. So visit our website, Opto platform, and Opto for Teams as a dedicated page, and you can get all the answers. But more importantly, if you want to really kick the tires with Opto for Teams platform, we can even give you a POC.
Okay, and to make it clear, because obviously we don't have the have it written down, so it's PTO and the number 4 teams.com.co.uk.
It is scb-global.com, the website, and there's a dedicated page on that for Opto for Teams. It's a tab, so you can't miss it.
Brilliant.
If you do, give me a shout because I want to make sure it is there in your face.
That's absolutely awesome. And as always, thank you ever so much to our viewers. If you like this video and would like to see more, you can always go to the AudioCodes website, which is www.audiocodes.com, and search for UC Talks. Alternatively, go to the AudioCodes YouTube or LinkedIn pages and search for hashtag UC Talks. If you like the video, please hit subscribe or follow, and don't forget to give it a like. And of course, share if you want to. And lastly, if you want to email me directly, it's uctalks@audiocodes.com. So thank you ever so much for listening, and look forward to the next one. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, Jason.